Howdy folks, and welcome back to this Let's Play of Stellaris. My name is Sonelias, and let's load the end of the last saved game, which we were playing as the humanoid species who's actually focused on psionics and are actually advanced into a stage where they actually can commune through the shroud. So we are currently involved in a war. In that war, we have unfortunately lost quite a bit of our fleet strength. I'm of course midst of rebuilding that fleet strength, but it will take a bit of time. Let's have a look at some of our other sectors here in the meantime. That is actually within my realm. Let's just make sure I can actually get my construction ships out there to construct the appropriate bits and bobs. Okay. That one's still out of my reach. That one's still out of my reach as well. But we are currently at war with, of course, one of these guys here. Actually, two of these guys here. They're both the same alliance, it looks like. Or they are alliance wars, I should maybe say. I'm focusing on the war actually really closest to my own territory here. Just trying to make sure, of course, that the enemy doesn't actually retain much of its power there. Now, unfortunately, the enemy's fleet is relatively strong. So I actually had to deal with that to some extent already. But, okay. Let's carry on from where we left off. Let's get the clock rolling. We're still constructing additional ships, as you can see. Now, one of the things I actually haven't done here is I haven't actually put much into here in terms of engineering base and you name it. I'll have to do the same over here. Observatory. Unfortunately, I'm out of resources here. Ooh, there's a bit of fleet strength moving around there. A couple of cruisers. As you'll see, they're actually using different technology from ours. We're using the actual the paths that we basically got here, the hyperlanes, and they're actually using warp space, warp drives. Good. Anyway, kicking up the clock speed here. Technology will be completed here in 3 months' time. What is actually happening to my other ships? Okay, they completed stuff here. Engineering base, synchronized defenses. Yep, that's all nice and dandy for the moment being. Don't have to do anything on those other systems. But I do need to keep an eye out on what actually I can build on the various different worlds. So let's build myself some additional corvettes here. We're standing up 28 points along this one here. So I haven't actually occupied any of our worlds, which is great. Alright, we completed this technology here. What can I do? I can actually reduce my army upkeep. I can get cloning vats here, which I don't really want to do. Let's reduce the army upkeep, because yeah, if I can reduce that, well, my army is costing me 35. Okay, 10%. It's going to take about 3.5 off, so that'll bring it down to about 31, 32 or so. Yeah, any little bit helps, I would say. What's happening to my current leader list? As you can see, I got one leader here in charge of my armies. This is General Mayel Dixon. If I look at my sectors, let's have a brief look there. Have I got actually governors for all of my planets? No, it doesn't look like I do. I might want to basically install a governor here. And these are actually psychic as well, which is good. Let's install this person here. Or should I install this person here? Let's recruit this one and install him or her. As you can see, that's the southern sector I'm installing him on, or her. I'm not quite sure. Didn't see anything about the sex of that particular species listed there, so I'm just keeping it as it is for the moment being. Now, I do of course have this ship here around Earth, which I can actually send out here to do the research projects. I've got more to be done. Yep, I do. Let's have a brief look in here. As you can see, there's still some stuff to be done in this system as well. There is a fleet there. It's not the biggest fleet, I would say. That's the biggest fleet here. 22,000 compared to my 27,000. It doesn't look like much, but previously I had a stronger fleet myself already, and that didn't really seem to make much of a difference there. So fleet strength is not everything, it would seem. Right, let's get some additional corvettes built. In terms of energy, I'm actually at the peak. Now, of course, I could now speak to the traders.
Construction complete.
To basically buy some extra energy. So let's speak to these guys here. I'd like to trade for minerals. Yes, I'd like to basically buy extra minerals for a couple of thousand. There we go, that should do for the moment being. Of course, here I can actually put an extra few battleships into commission. Good. And maybe I want to put a few extra... Let's make that cruisers into commission as well. I don't really have to worry about my fleet strength as such. I've still got a fair amount of fleet strength. I can actually utilize here, or naval capacity I should maybe say. Right, I might actually want to go... Well, that's already occupied by my allies, so that's good. I want to go for this world here. Okay, perfect. Now if I look at my armies, have I got enough armies in my systems here to be able to do something useful with? These are relatively similar in strength, so let me just recruit one of these here. That'd be quite useful. Assault army, meta. I think I want to get those psychic armies from that species up in my
complete.
List as well. Let's have a look at what else I can get. Metagorth Illustratum. Right, construction is finished here. It looks like I finished the construction of, I think it's the destroyers.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Let's merge these two into one. So 29,000, as you can see, is the current fleet strength.
Debris analyzed.
Now what is that? Is that debris from the space battle? Look at that! Traces of various different components. If only I could research that, but it doesn't look like that's possible at the moment. So in terms of armies, I can actually start recruiting other ones here. Looks like these type of armies will actually take the longest to recruit, which is fine, which is not really a big issue. Let's assign the general to this here. Let's embark these actually again. Right. Embarking this as well here. So if I go back to that first, hold on, this fleet here should be entering orbit here. them all en route to here. Jara, there's still a lot more recruiting going on there.
Incoming transmission.
In terms of ships, that is. Diplomatic deal here. Yep, quite happy with that one. Research agreements. Perfect. Perfect. Let's see what we can. Ooh, looks like we're getting some movement here. Well, let's get that fleet moving towards there quickly. Really, really quickly, I would say. Looks like we might be in trouble otherwise.
Research complete.
We completed some research here. Army upkeep is reduced. Army health is increased. Could be useful. But do I want to go for something else first? Cheaper war demands. Let's go for that one.
Construction complete. Hostile fleet engaged.
There we go. That's what kind of I was hoping for. We're getting to see those nice battles again with all that exchange of fire taking place. 30,000, 29,000, 21,000. Yeah, ooh, look at that. Nice bits of research we were able to pick up from there. Looks like we're dropping in strength far faster than they are. I'm still not quite sure why. Maybe it's the weapon mix I've chosen, but it looks like I'm able to defeat their... Yeah. It looks like I'm able to defeat their fleet. Which of course is great. Sweet. So finally I'm able to actually see the benefits of my fleet here. Let's look at that. I suffered a loss of 6 cruisers. 6 out of the 5. Interesting. 17 out of 19 destroyers, 12 out of 12 corvettes, 1 out of 22 battleships. They lost 14 cruisers, 17 destroyers, 14 corvettes and 9 battleships. So they still got 1 corvette somewhere, it looks like. I like the look of this space station. It looks quite cool. Looks amazingly cool, I would say. Just look at the shape of that. It's got like a little anchor underneath, and each of these little wings outside here is quite nice to see as well. Let's put them in a position from where they could jump if need be. This last bit of commotion should have been thanks to my space battle here. Yeah, there we go. Now let's pick up my fleet again, which is this one here, and actually send it back into orbit of that planet here, where we had it earlier. Unfortunately, we were driven off by that fleet of theirs.
Research complete.
Straight away listed as the hostile fleet in orbit there. I'm setting up a pursuit. Firestorm autocannon. Cool. A mega cannon. Wow, what kind of gun is that? It's an X. Eknorf. I don't think I've actually come across that one before, but yeah, it looks pretty good. Neutronium armor. Let's get the neutronium armor researched. enter orbit of that planet there. Who did I just lose? One of my governors, unfortunately, it looks like. Let's look at that governor here. I would assume it's the governor of this world here. So let's assign a new governor here. Let's recruit a new one. Leader recruitment cost is reduced. Good. I like it when we got reduced recruitment costs. Of course, this is another 42 months away from that point where we wanted it to be.
Research complete.
Reach for the stars. Okay. Another research item is completed, which is great. Now, energy credit I can increase. I can basically get this jump drive. It's a dangerous technology though. Ouch. Ascension perk +1. Ah. I like it. Let's go for that one. Right. So let's land our armies here and let's see what goes on once we actually land our armies on the planet. We're pretty quickly taking them out, as you can see.
Enemy planet secure.
Perfect. It's one of my allies. Their little fleet compared to mine here, is of course good to go. Let's see what I can do with this one here. Warp wind down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No. Where are they heading off to? Where did I head off to? Two ships coming in. Really? Right, let's pick up my transport fleet here anyways. I'm going to put that transport fleet here to the south side. I will embark these new ones here. I'll send them out to join my primary transport fleet here. Just to make sure I've been reinforced them quite nicely. Perfect. Now we've completed that occupation, or we've occupied that planet now. Stand at 35% in the war. Where is my main fleet now? Over here. We're not that far off from where they are. We're engaged in their fleet again, it looks like. This should be a relatively quick one.
Situation log updated.
Perfect. This one has already been occupied, it looks like. Yep, one of my allies has already taken them out, which is great. There's a tiny little fleet there. I'm inclined to go for that system there. Move my ships into orbit there. The spaceport here. I can actually put some new ships into commission, or order some new ships at least. I still got a civilian ship here, don't I? Research project, and I've got another research project here, it would seem. So that one was a nice and easy victory. Looks like we only have destroyers and battleships now, which is fine. There's no big deal there. Oh, okay. Okay, let's take these out here.
Hostile station engaged.
Taking out their stations. What do we got here? Impatient hatchling.
Analyzed.
It's quite an appropriate name, I would say. Alright, what's going to happen over here, do you reckon? Where did they jump off to? Oh, they're heading over there. Interesting.
Science ship under attack.
Oops. Can I retreat? 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Retreat. Bye bye. Right, we stand at 80% for that one now, but at least look at this. Nice bit of advancement of some of the research here. And the leader has gained a level, which is good. They are on wind down. Are they going to jump out? They're too late now. Looking at the kind of weapons they're firing though, it looks like they're firing some kind of kinetic weapons. Is that just my misreading of that information? I'm not sure.
Situation log updated.
We took out their entire fleet though, or at least I'm assuming it would be their entire fleet. Yep, that entire fleet was taken out, and it looks like we had a secondary fleet here. No? Oh, that was just on one of my single units here. Clave would be an interesting one to get my hands on. I think what I want to do, I want to go for this planet here. And get a bit of a foothold there. Alright, let's get the show on the road. Anyways, I think it's about time for us to call it a day. So we're actually going to see that show on the road next episode. But in the meantime, I'd like to thank you all for attending. Hopefully you did enjoy it. And yeah, like I said, see you in the next episode. Take care. Bye-bye.